fully. This time, though, concedes and the light goes on pretty much immediately. And we're ready to see them go. They're off. Good start. Multinational amongst the first to get going. Ginger Green, Creator, jumped well. Pushing through on the inside soon after. Above the peg, Rockanori is there. Position of Power comes across with Savage One. Mood swings out near the middle of the track. And so there's about 6 or 7 of them. They're spread across the track, sorting out a leader. The Spruikers down near the inside. Next from Let's Gallivant, Star Align, Stella Vista, Media Baron. And back there at the rear of the field, settling down last is Billy Ray. Ginger Green kicked through to go to the front at the 800, a half a length on Creator. And so Position of Power sits out 3 deep and even wider still. Over on the outside of those 4 deep, Savage One getting no luck whatsoever. In behind them, Mood Swings, who's tracking 3 and 4 wide. Then down on the rails above the peg, a length away is Pans Down. Multinational had come out 3 deep as well, and wider still is Rockanori. Star Align back behind those, followed then on the rails by the Spruiker, and Stella Vista headed the remainder with Media Baron, Billy Ray at the 300, and now Mood Swings lets down quickly, races to the lead from Pans Down, who's getting home well above the peg, finding room near the rail coming through. Media Baron is wide out. Mood Swings and Pans Down from above the peg, and now Media Baron, the grey Media Baron, ranges up. It grabbed the lead, and Media Baron gets home to score at any old odds. This is the 101 chance, the boil over of the day. Media Baron beat Pans Down. Close up there is the Spruiker. Mood Swings, not sure about the minors. Star Line, and close up Billy Ray. Ginger Green above the peg, and Stella Vista. They were followed home then by Savage One, who was never on the track. Rockanori next, followed further back then when they'd pulled up to Let's Gallivant. A gap in the field to Position of Power. Then came Creator, and pulling up at the tail end of the field over here by the 1600 metre mark is Multinational. Well, not quite sure what's gone on there. Well, Media Baron Joey has a party at 100 to 1. Media Baron, blinkers going on. First up, the stayer, 1400, coming from the tail, and has run $101 on the WAP, 81.90 and 17 the place. In a massive upset result, and no doubt a massive blowout for the quaddie. It was a very competitive race. It was a messy race in many respects. Mood Swings and Pans Down had gone to the lead. Above the peg had got the split. Multinational, not sure what happened there. It dropped out. Rockanori just ground away, and then all of a sudden it was the ageing stayer Media Baron for Dave Harrison that cut them down in the shadows of the post, and has gone home to score for the 9th time in 63 runs. A Written Tycoon gelding out of Silentium for Des DeLargy, David and Jenny Harrison, trained by David and ridden by Joey as a party. Scoring from Pans Down, number 2, Chris Parnham for Simon Miller. Third is number 5, Mood Swings, Jared Noski. Now 5th, 11, the Spruiker, and Star Align was in that group. It was a half length by half a length, no time available there to the final event on the card. Now I'm not quite sure what's happened to Multinational, but it was eased down out of the race pretty much, and finished right back there. But as I say, it was a really messily run last event. A lot of horses sat deep on the track. Okay, well, Joe's all smiles. I'm not quite sure how punters are faring, though, after that. Let's go down and catch up with Britt Taylor. We'll go to the yard now, and a really surprise result, although stayers are very adept at winning at 1400 when they return in a campaign, Britt.
I have David Harrison down here in the yard. Harrow, 785 days. Never won here at Belmont from 13 previous attempts. Has never won first up from 10 goes. Are you as surprised as everybody else, or did you think he could run a race fresh?
Well, I sound like a freaking dickhead, but I tipped everyone that wanted to listen that I reckon he won the first 3. His trial was sensational the other day, first up with blinkers, and I just said he's just well over the odds. 100 to 1 is just ridiculous.
Unbelievable. So you managed to have a couple dollars on?
I did. I'm half barred up, and I tell you what, it was. I think he started about. I think he paid $81, yep. But it was just last start he flashed home when Jade rode him, and he just was a huge run. I think he ran about 4th or 5th, first up. And I couldn't believe there was that price after his trial the other day. I just honestly can't believe it.
What were your thoughts during the run? It was one of the stranger races that we've seen.
It was, because it was 4 and 5 or 6 across the track, and I thought, oh, they're going too hard. But he was just cruising up behind him. I thought, oh, it's good for me. It wasn't good for the other horse because he did too much work. But I was pretty on good terms with myself. I thought he's the only one in the top 3 here.
What are your plans going forward with him now?
No real plans. No real plans. I mean, like I say, he's had 700 days without a win, so I just think I'll just leave the blinkers on him and hope that that's the answer.
He went to a Broome Cup last year. Was Broome in the thought process bringing him back in now?
No, I reckon I tried to make him stay the last couple of preps, and I don't reckon he can. He flashed and went 3rd in the Derby, and I reckon I've just tried to make him stay, and he didn't quite get the 22 in the Kalgoorlie Cup, but he ran a good race, got better length. He didn't quite get the 22 in the Broome Cup, and he got better length. So I'm going to try and keep him in the sprinting stage, a bit like Pat Scott's house. I'm going to try and keep him in the sprinting. So yeah, see how we go, just to keep him fresh.
Well, congratulations, a wonderful result here in the last.
I'm wrapped. Thanks, Noe.
David Harrison there. Let's get over to Joey as a party.
Well, that sounds like someone that's got a couple of dollars on the punt. Joey as a party. In hindsight, his trial was really good down the back straight.
Yeah, I was really happy with his trial. He sat back and made up good ground. And his work's been really good coming into this today as well. So, yeah, it was obviously surprising. He went around at big odds, but in a way, not so surprising.
I suppose there's a few ways you could describe that race and how it unfolded. One was messy from the view.
It was messy, but it worked out good for me because I have originally got quite far back, and when we bunched up, I actually ended up finding the back of Rakanori, the favourite, so I ended up getting a good track in behind him. And when I sort of tracked up with him and went with him, he gave me a good feel.
Amazing what a set of shades can do to an older horse like him.
Yeah, exactly right. He's always runs his good couple of races each prep without winning, and the set of shades has just done that little bit extra.
Congratulations, well done.
Cheers, Scotty, thanks.
There is Joey as a party. Media Baron wins the last at $101. That first 4 has paid $88,500. 9, 2, 5 and 8 are the numbers. That's the last, and that's us done here at Belmont Park for your Saturday.